So after, I would say, about over a decade and a half, Monique has grown out of her open marriage arrangement with her husband. And I'm going to say, y'all just got old. And you're matured. And the energy for that is gone. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because let me tell you something. I don't even think that Sidney was getting it in like that in open relationships. I'm going to be honest. I just think it was him telling Monique, like, if I really don't want to be with you like that and I step out, I'm just going to let you know it's not cheating. Okay? And Monique went along with it. That's just my opinion. But let's talk about it, shall we? Hey everyone, it's your girl, Miss Anna Little Cole. I'm coming to you straight out of Harlem, NYC on this cloudy Friday afternoon and my day off. Yes, indeed. So we're going to talk about Academy Award winner Monique, being that it's Academy Award season and the weekend for the Academy Awards is going to be tomorrow and the award ceremony is going to be Sunday at 8 p.m. And yes, I will be watching as always. We got to talk about my girl Monique. Yes. So, according to People magazine, it reads, Monique on why she grew out of her open marriage arrangement with her husband. He loved me at my worst. The Oscar winner previously opens up about the reactions to her open marriage with husband Sidney Hicks. Monique is sharing why she and husband Sidney Hicks have rethought their open marriage agreement. The Oscar winner, in a wide-ranging interview with a Hollywood Reporter, spoke about her relationship with Hicks, who is also her manager, with whom she shares 17-year-old twin sons. Monique, 55, said Hicks is the best manager that I've ever had. And I've had the big boys. And added that they are practically inseparable as a couple. Monique also mentioned that she grew out of the desire for an open marriage, which she and Hicks, whom she wed in 2006, had previously been candid about, including a podcast called Monique and Sidney's Open Relationship. She said, life began to happen. I began to see a strength I had never seen before. He loved me at my worst. I didn't want to sacrifice that just for a leg. So I grew out of that. The comedian whose Netflix special, My Name is Monique, debuts April 4th, oh snap, first revealed she was in an open marriage in an interview with Essence back in 2006. Then in 2016, she reflected on the arrangement on their podcast, saying, according to the New York Times, that people didn't understand at the time. They thought it was about swinging and orgies. And then there were individuals who are vehement about God. And they were bringing God into their opinions. She said at the time, people lost their mind. And the criticism has never let up. Monique also added at the time about their agreement, which was her idea. Sidney had this one thing he had to teach me, and that was reciprocity. He said, if you can have that, it's only fair that I can have that too. I wanted to continue to see the gentleman that I was seeing, and I felt comfortable telling my best friend Hicks. I'm grateful he taught me I had to play fair. On that podcast, Sidney said the arrangement is going to change the dynamic of our relationship because I'm in love with this woman. Per Essence, I've been involved with someone for 33 years of my life since we were kids. He said at the time, I've known her longer than I haven't known her. So when you start saying to yourself, the spirit that you came into this universe with is the spirit that you're going to exit this world with, are you going to be yourself through having an open conversation and an open dialogue and an open relationship? And that's the end of that article. Now, I want to go back to something that I think is really important. People magazine, that photo with Monique is not her husband. This second photo is her former manager, who's her brother, Steve. Y'all foul for that. Y'all real foul for that. you know that man don't look nothing like Sidney Hicks. Now, I'm going to get into what I want to say. When Monique was talking about the whole open relationship thing, she was making it seem as though Sidney Hicks was the one that would have probably, stepped out more so than her. But now she was saying more so it was her stepping out. And, if I do, don't hold it against me. I'll let you know. Here's my thing. They're both 55 years old. They're older. And Monique is in a really good space in her life. I will say Monique has had a comeback. And by the way, Precious is on for HBO Max if you want to stream it. But also what I have to say is that I'm not really buying the whole open marriage arrangement. And here's why. If you love me at my worst, you're not going to step out on me. If you love me at my worst, I'm not going to step out on you. What I think it is, and this is the whole thing of the episode of my channel that I posted 5 years ago. I still believe that, and I'm not saying that he's a gay man. I don't believe Sidney is gay. But what I believe is that Sidney was with another person, just like Monique was with another person when they got together. And they didn't want to let go of the other individuals. So it was like, okay, if we're seeing someone, it's open. We're going to know about it. It's not going to be a secret. There are people that have always speculated, including her family, that Sidney Hicks has not really loved Monique as much as Monique has loved him. Sidney has viewed her as a come-up, and that he wasn't the best person to manage her career. She said he's the best manager she's ever had. Hey, that's a whole nother discussion. But what I will say is that I do think Monique, for the most part, is happy in terms of her love for him. And she got children out of it. She has like 3 children. No, 2 children with him, but 3 altogether. And he has a child from another relationship. I just think that they're, an unconventional married couple. But now that they're older, they want to be settled down. They're hitting 60. And, their energy, probably sleeping around has waned of sleeping with other people. That's what I believe it is. And with that being said, I'm signing out. Stay tuned for the next discussion that I will be speaking on in regards to Monique and her wanting an apology from Oprah and Tyler Perry.